Hey there, Dr. Carrie Fullerton here, leader of the Diet Rebellion. Last week I gave you a challenge through the blog, and that was to explore food without distraction. One of the things that so many people say to me when I encourage them to eat without distraction is that eating is boring. Well, it doesn't need to be, and in all honesty, it shouldn't be. Food is exciting and it's energizing and it's full of flavors and textures, and it should really be an incredible experience. Ask any chef that, right? But somehow in the world of dieting, we've lost the joy of eating. And it can go one of two ways. When you actually eat without distraction and you're tasting the food, and when you're eating without all the rules and the good or the bad, it's just you and your food, you may find that food tastes different or feels different. So I spoke in the blog about my love of burgers and how it is not junk food in my book. It is a perfectly well-centered, amazing, satisfying meal. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about my experience when I took the rules away from pizza and actually started eating pizza without distraction. Now, pizza is one of those foods that is so commonly part of celebrations, right? It's the parties, it's the after a long week and you just curl up with a beer and a movie. Pizza goes with so many things. So there's a lot of emotional charge with pizza. Not to mention that it's a junk food. It's bad for you. So I always didn't feel particularly well after eating pizza, but I had lots of reasons to why that could have been, right? Was it the beer? Was it that I ate too much? Was it because it had been a long week? I mean, who knows, right? It could have been so many layers. So as I finally sat down just with pizza to eat, what I learned was my body was giving me pretty clear signals that it didn't really care for it. In that I was getting bloated, I was feeling very full and quite uncomfortable. But they were subtle enough that while watching the game, chatting with people, I couldn't feel them in real time. Not to mention the excitement of sitting down with the bad foods sort of overrode me paying attention to those subtle feelings. So when I was actually just sitting, eating the pizza, it's really not a great food for me. So there's a comfort now in choosing to have something else, because it's not because I'm not allowed or that it's bad or that it's junk food. It simply doesn't feel good for me. I'm curious to know how your week went with eating without distraction. Did you rediscover a food, or did you learn that a food that you sort of have all this excitement about, like my pizza, just really isn't that big of a deal? Or did you find that one of those foods that you've been not allowing yourself to have is truly one of the best foods that you can provide for yourself because it really feels good? Please comment on your experience with all of this. I'd love to know how it went for you.